If you're a woman who is wanting to lose fat and build muscle and change the shape of your body, if you want to look more lean, more toned, stronger, and more defined, then this video found you for a reason. In today's video, we are going to be talking all things body recomposition, and this is the best way to transform your body, especially if you are tired of that number on the scale. In today's video, we are going to break down what exactly body recomposition is, how it is different from just fat loss, my journey from taking my body from this to this, but pretty much weighing the exact same. 3 important things and crucial things that you have to do on your body recomp journey if you want results. And then I'm going to be answering some very common, frequently asked questions so that you have all the knowledge and all the tools for your own body recomp journey. My name's Abby and welcome to my channel. I'm an online fitness coach and nutritionist, and I help women lose fat in a way that feels effortless and that is sustainable for life. If you are into habits, nutrition, mindset, all of the healthy things, make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you've got any questions below about this video, please drop them. I'm so happy to help. And then make sure you come and follow me on Instagram here so we can connect a little more. So what is body recomp and how does it differ from just traditional fat loss? So body composition is that exactly. You are changing the composition of your body. So you are losing fat and you are gaining muscle pretty much at the same time. You can do them in different stages as well, but for majority of people, especially people who are new to training and who haven't done much strength training before, you have so much potential to drop fat and also build muscle at the same time. So the number on the scales won't change too drastically. Your body shape is going to change so much. You're going to look more toned, look more defined, and just have that leaner look. So it differs from traditional fat loss because usually when you are trying to lose weight, you are so focused on reducing your calories so much and creating a huge calorie deficit just to see that number on the scale drop. Whereas compared to body recomp, the number on the scales isn't your main focus because you're going to be losing fat, but you're also going to be gaining muscle, so your number on the scale won't actually change that much. Now in a second, I'm gonna break down the exact steps that you need to take in order to do this so that you're gonna have all the tools you need. But just my journey so far, basically I started last year in June and have been trying to do body recomp for the last 12 months. Started in June at 63 kilos. I lost 3 kilos and hit 60 kilos here. Felt great. Then I spent the next 9 months at maintenance, building muscle, and I took my body from this to now this. And now I'm taking it even further and I'm going into an intentional calorie surplus. So I'm tracking around 2,300 calories, which is about 200 calories over my maintenance. I'm really focusing on the gym and lifting properly and also my protein intake, which are really, really important things. And we're gonna dive into a little bit later as well. My goal is to do this for about 3 to 4 months and then I will go into another cut. Because when you are in a calorie surplus, yes, you're going to gain muscle, but you also do gain a little bit of fat. So I'll do this for a few months and then I'll go into a cut before the end of the year. If you've got any questions so far, please drop them below. So happy to help. But let's dive into the essential things that you need to focus on if you want to do body recomp. The first thing that you must do is to please follow a proper training program. And this is a common mistake that a lot of people make. They're following YouTube programs that aren't tailored to them. They're doing random workouts in the gym and not following a structured program. You have to lift and you have to lift with intention. That means compound lifts, so that is your deadlifts, your squats, your bench press, all of those exercises that are using a lot of your muscle groups. You need to be training at least 3 to 4 times per week and tracking all of your workouts, tracking your lifts and your loads so that you can make sure that you're progressively overloading over time. And your weights need to be heavy enough so that they are challenging you. I recommend rep range from 6 to 10 reps, making sure that you're pushing hard, you're challenging yourself, and those last reps are a real struggle. That is how you're going to see change and build muscle. Now, along with following a structured training program that is tailored to you and your goals, I also highly recommend rest days because you can't build muscle if you're not resting. We actually do build muscle at rest. So taking those days, I recommend at least 2 a week, is absolutely crucial for you to be able to build muscle. I think a lot of women get quite worried that when they start lifting weights and they start lifting heavy that they're gonna get bulky. but the only way that you can get bulky is to actually be in a calorie surplus over time. Whereas in body recomp, you're actually going to be in a calorie deficit whilst you are strength training. So it's pretty much impossible for you to get bulky. And that leads me to number 2. So your nutrition needs to be so dialed in, and that means you need to be in a calorie deficit. So a calorie deficit is when you are consuming less food than you're burning. But where a lot of women go wrong here as well is that they create a calorie deficit that is so big that they actually run the risk of losing muscle, which is what we want to avoid. So I usually recommend tracking at about 10 to 15% from your maintenance calories. And if you want to work out your maintenance calories, you can go to TDEE calculator here, pop all of your details in. It'll tell you your maintenance calories based on your height, age, sex, and your weight and your activity levels, and then just minus 10 to 15% from that. So get into MyFitnessPal, start tracking your calories, and then also start tracking your protein. You cannot build muscle if you're not eating enough protein. So the equation I like to use is 2 to 2.2 times your body weight in grams per day. So if you weigh 60 kilos, this will be around 120 to 132 grams of protein per day. Now, a lot of women do struggle hitting their protein targets. I know this, so I've created a whole video here about hitting your protein intake, and I will link it below for you as well. You can watch that after this video. And when it comes to your nutrition, I like to follow an 80-20 rule. So 80% foods you are eating from whole foods, lots of veggies, lots of fruit, lean meats and grains, and then 20% that leaves room for your soul foods. So maybe that's you going out and having a pizza, a glass of wine, a little bit of chocolate here and there as well. The majority of the time you should be fueling your body with wholesome, good, nutritious foods that are going to make you feel so good. The third thing that you must focus on is giving yourself time. Please be patient on this journey. This is not going to happen overnight. These results took me about 9 months, and you need to give yourself at least 12 weeks minimum. For beginners, you are going to see results a lot faster, but if you've been strength training for a while, it's going to take months and months and months to change your body. So please take your time, be patient, show up even on those days where it feels hard, and just know that small progress is still progress, and it's more about the journey. It's more about the consistency rather than a quick fix. All right, we're gonna answer some frequently asked questions now to give you all the info that you need about body recomp. So the first one that I get a lot is, should I be focusing on calories or macros? So this is a really great question. And when it comes to body recomp, calories are king, and also your protein intake, which we've already chatted about today. In terms of macros, your other macronutrients are your carbs and your fats. What I like to do usually is work out your protein intake that you need and then evenly divide your carbs and your fats, knowing that every day might be slightly different. As long as one is not so hugely skewed compared to the other, you want to find a nice even ground. Question number 2 is, how long should it take? So like I said before, give yourself at least 12 weeks minimum, but if you want real lasting results and you really want to change your body, I would actually commit to this for at least 12 months before you see big change. Question number 3, are there any supplements that can help me on this journey? So the best supplements that I recommend taking is 1, a protein powder, because that is going to be a fantastic way for you to increase your protein without increasing your calories too much. 1 scoop of protein powder is usually about 20 to 25 grams for only 100 to 130 calories, which is fantastic. Another supplement that I definitely recommend is creatine. Creatine is fantastic. It's a compound that's already found naturally in your body, but it helps with energy production. So you're going to be in the gym and it's going to help you push a little bit harder, push a little bit heavier. However, creatine does make you gain weight on the scale. So if you are taking creatine, please just make sure you're aware of that. I have a whole video on my creatine journey here. If you want to learn more about that, I'll link it below as well. The next question is, how should I track my progress if the scales are not moving? So this is a great question as well. The best way, honestly, is probably progress photos and also tracking your lifts in an app. So I use my app here. I program all of my clients' workouts on there and they can take it to the gym. They easily track all of their sessions, how much they're lifting, the reps and the sets, and there's demonstrations and everything. So this is going to be the best way that you can see that you're gaining strength. And then in terms of your body changing, you can take photos, you can also take measurements, and you can weigh yourself, but just know that the scale won't drop hugely because you are gaining muscle at the same time. Next question, what sort of foods should I be eating? So like we said before, you want to be eating 80% whole foods and about 20% soul foods. So lots of lean meats, great veggies, lots of high protein meals. I do have a high protein recipe pack as well. I will link it below if you want me to send that to your inbox. Just follow the links below, help you on your journey. And then one final tip that a lot of people don't actually talk about that's really, really, really important on your journey as well is hydration. Drinking enough water is going to help you in so many ways with muscle recovery, which will help with muscle growth. It's going to help with cravings. It's going to help with all your metabolic processes for fat loss. It helps reducing bloating. It helps reduce water weight and just has a huge impact on your overall health and energy. So that's fantastic. So making sure that you're drinking at least 2 to 3 liters per day. That's all for the video, guys. If you have any questions, please drop them below. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video, and come and follow me on Instagram here because I would love to connect further. And if you want help on your own body recomp journey, apply for my one-on-one coaching below because I would love to help you on your journey too. All right, guys, see you in the next video.